You're going for it. Well, hello everyone. I'm not gonna put much thought into this, to be honest with you. Just thought I'd sit here and record myself talking, because what else does a self-obsessed 20-something-year-old have to do other than sit in their room by themselves and record themselves talking about things that no one asked them to talk about? But here I am anyway. Welcome. Thank you for watching. Really, I've been feeling, what's the word? Reflective or introspective, if you will, about, you know, my time here on this earth, what I've gone through, what I've seen, what I've liked, what I haven't liked. I was thinking to myself, you've come a long way. You've done a lot of improving, you know, growing, prospering. And I've kind of narrowed that down to like a few things, really. Things that I've changed, or things that I decided not to do anymore in order to have a level of success, a level of confidence. I thought today, why not share 10 things that changed my life. I hope maybe this can help, but we'll see. This is not in any particular order. Some of them might be more important than others. I'm gonna kind of rattle it off as it comes to me. Number one, something that has changed my life for the better has been traveling. Now I know it's cliche and it's like, oh, you go and find yourself and so on and so forth, but really, honestly, truly,
honestly,
getting on a plane or even getting in your car and going state to state, seeing life outside of your bubble. You know, I haven't traveled to many countries, but the countries I have traveled to, it just made me want more for myself. You know, it gave me more to look forward to, and then getting there and seeing the way of life and the culture, even the simple things like looking at how different the currency is to yours, it's really cool. And it made me dream big and want to like keep it up. You know, I want to see more, I want to do more, and that puts your work ethic, at least for me, okay, where was I? See, this is why you write the video out, so you don't lose your train of thought. But yeah, wrapping it up on traveling, girls, guys, whoever, get yourself on a plane and go. You know, just go. You're never limited to here and just this and what just this has to offer you. Go see, explore, enjoy your life. Okay, I'm gonna get into this one because I'm pretty sure a lot of the shy kids, the ones who weren't very outspoken, kids who were just kind of there. We didn't know how to say no, basically. Or at least I didn't know how to say no. I didn't know how to speak up and say what made me uncomfortable. Things that, you know, I shouldn't have gone for, I shouldn't have allowed, I should have put my foot down on, but I didn't because I was shy. I'd be direct and stand up for myself pretty much. Once I learned how to do that, oof, the difference it has made in my personal life, my relationships, even in business. Boundaries have been set moving throughout your life, knowing how to set boundaries. Don't keep allowing yourself to be disrespected or disregarded by people. Very important. I could talk about this one all day. Disregarding judgment and like truly like disregarding it. I mean like not feeling any kind of way about how they feel. Don't go overboard with this. Certain people, their input is valid and it's smart and you should listen to them. Okay, so you can't go too extreme with this. Once you learn to a certain degree that how they feel doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It's a weight lifted. People's judgments of you, the thing is, like, it can make you feel like you gotta do things that you really don't have to do, or do things that you really shouldn't be doing, or things that are gonna put your happiness at risk. People have a lot to say, and they just want to completely run your life and tell you what you can and can't do, what you can and can't wear, can and can't feel. No, because at the end of the day, they're gonna be in their bodies living their life, and all the decisions that they do and don't make, they're gonna have to answer for that, and that's the same for you. So you can go and be a people pleaser, do what everybody else wants you to do, but they don't have to live with those choices. You do. The other point of this point B of this point, you're much happier when you really don't care about what other people think about you. Once I got to the point where I was like, you know what? You can feel that way. Most of the people giving judgment, they're not even qualified to make those calls. They don't know you. They don't live your life. They're not even with you most of the time. Those are the people that have the most to say, generally speaking, at least in my experience. It's whatever, because I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna be happy with my choices. If that upsets you, then that is not my problem. It's not your problem if someone is upset about how you're living your life, because they can look away. They can go find people, flock with the people who got the same feathers instead of getting their feathers ruffled over what a different bird is doing, okay? So, and I truly mean this, truly, I cannot stress this enough. Stop caring about what people think about you. And this is hard, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say this is gonna be an overnight thing, but really it comes down to this. If it doesn't hurt anybody, it doesn't hurt yourself, and you're happy, that is really all that matters. Otherwise, like, you don't need any of that in your life. You really don't. Okay, I'm done ranting about that one. Next one, I would say disappointment or betrayal, whatever you want to call it, has definitely changed my life for the better. Now, going through it doesn't feel good, but when you get through the storm, oftentimes you end up with an advantage, because you basically know who to stop with, who to stop allowing into your life, to your circle, to your mind space, and it's liberating. It really is. It's incredible. I've seen a lot, been through a lot. I've been through basically everything when it comes to disappointments and betrayals. I know how to navigate these situations. I know how to stop them from happening now, and I know red flags to look for. Now I'm like, you know what? Go ahead, disappoint me. Give me a reason to cut that off. I will. No problem. You know? It makes you appreciative of what's going good in your life, your position, and the people who haven't disappointed you. Yeah. So it's made me stronger. That's for sure. Smarter. It's just made me a better person. It's shown me how not to become that. Education, okay? Education has changed my life in many ways. You know, obviously, like general education, it's good to know how to read. Baby's not illiterate anymore. Baby can do her math, so that's very important. But when I say education, I mean more so like mental health. Last time I checked, we all had brains. In the brain, she be doing things in there sometime, or all the time, really. It's just in there, just doing things that affects you and that affects other people. And it's very important to have a better understanding of that. I opened a book, I opened some articles, I did a clickety-click on the computer, and I found out some things, and I felt better about myself because I had answers. It's also helped me be more understanding towards other people, better help them, you know? It helped me understand them and be more forgiving. The amount of people who are like, they're going through things and they're experiencing symptoms and they don't even know what it's called. That's so dangerous and that's so scary, you know? Mental health and the education about mental health, it's necessary. It's necessary, to say the very least. I feel like people will be less inclined to point fingers and pass judgment and berate and belittle people. We gotta be better. We gotta do better, because a lot of people, I feel, would have better lives or longer lives if we as a whole were more educated about mental health and we stress the importance of it. Okay, I really like this one because I like money. Learning how to feel about money, or unlearning really the connotations I used to hold towards money. This could be like a BS law of attraction type of thing, but for me, in my life, especially these past 2 years, I feel like once I stopped viewing money as something you have to damn near die to get, complete 180 in the financial realm, okay? Comparing my money situation a few years ago versus it now, I can do so much more. I'm not stressing over it as much, and the less I stress about money, the more it seems to come. As backwards as that sounds. I'm not saying that I'm an extremely wealthy person, because I'm not yet, but overall, my life is much better financially. And changing how I felt about money, also that ties into like the whole idea that the only way that you can make money is by going to a job for a set amount of hours and getting paid per hour. You know, it's necessary for a lot of people. We have to do that. But what a scam that is. Truly, what is scam? Go in and just work for 24 hours straight, don't take breaks. That's stupid, because the people who are at the very tippity top, they don't go into a job and spend 8 to 17 hours a day making X amount per hour to be, you know, in the top 1% or the top whatever percent. That's not how it works, okay? It sucks all the time away from you so that you don't have time to go make money elsewhere. Changing the way I envision myself making money, which is not on this like linear type of thing, it's residual, you know? Multiple streams of income working for you at the same time, you know? So you can have your main thing, which everyone has their main thing that they go in and they do for X amount of hours a day, whether that's, you know, your 9 to 5, whether that's in an office, whether that's time on YouTube. Also, these people, they have, you know, they have merchandise, or you might run an online store, or maybe you invest in stocks, or maybe you own a property and you're leasing it out to someone, and that's just rent payments coming in that you don't really have to work for. That's the goal, really. That's the goal for everyone, is multiple streams of income, but that doesn't mean you're going to multiple different jobs like a lot of people are forced to do to make ends meet. It's necessary to survive, and I understand that. But at the same time, people in general should not have to slave away like that to make ends meet. I don't want to call it a secret, but it's not something that's accessible or even an option that's given to a lot of people. That's why we're all out here struggling and working at 3 different jobs. Start investing in yourself, or investing in something that you can literally just leave there and collect a check off of, or you do something once and you get paid residuals off of it. Basically expanding and diversifying your revenue. That's what I am constantly working towards. Ooh, someone's tired. I lost my train of thought. Right. Learning how to play an instrument, or just music in general, has changed my life, because I mean, that's what I'm passionate about, music. Primarily I play the violin. It's right there. Don't ask me to play it because I'm nervous. Yeah, it's allowed me to be opened up to things that I wouldn't have the chance to be open to. Started playing in 6th grade. So around like age 11, 12. I wasn't one of those kids who had like private instructors, but it's something that I took to very quickly and I enjoyed it. It was something that became therapeutic for me. It aided me in all aspects of music, and that's the singing, that's the songwriting, that's being able to compose music. It's very important to me because I like creating, I like being creative, I like writing it out, I like seeing how it all comes together and the different parts and the different keys and the different time signatures, everything. I love that. I love it. I truly do. It's just made me a better creative overall. And it's allowed me to put all of this, everything that I have going on in here out through a microphone or on paper or whatever. It's just helped me express. And that's so important for me. Music is the best way that I have to do that, really. Another point is learning what battles to fight and knowing when to walk away. Pretty straightforward. Everything is not worth fighting over. Everybody is not worth fighting over. That's energy, that's time just being thrown out there, and you can't get that back. When you are faced with a problem or a person who is problematic, sometimes it's better just walk away. That way you don't pop off, you don't do something that you shouldn't be doing, you don't look stupid, and you just walk away with your dignity instead of being dragged through the mud and dragged through a war that wasn't even worth fighting, you know? Seriously, I used to stress myself out. You get to a point where you realize I'm not gonna get what I need out of this situation, or you're not gonna be heard, you're not gonna be understood. There's nothing left for you to do there, and it's just time to walk away. You don't owe everybody an explanation. You can still love that person or appreciate that situation, but you don't need to be a part of it anymore. And once I learned when to extract myself, my life just became much more peaceful, just much happier. Pretty much, I was just much happier. And it took me a long time to be happy. Oof, girl, it took me a long time to be happy. This skill in particular, learning when to fight, when to not fight, one of the most important skills. Love changed my life. And not just like love from others, because you can't really fully experience love from others until you learn how to love yourself. First and foremost, you gotta know what it means to love yourself before you can be loved by anybody else. Learning how to love myself meant that, you know, love yourself enough not to fight with this person. Love yourself enough to walk away from the situation. Love yourself enough to, you know, feel that you are worthy to be loved by somebody else. Not think that you have to suffer. Everything that I've been able to achieve over the past like 2-3 years is because I love myself enough to allow myself to be happy, be open to things and to people. And it's been the best decision, really. There's been times where but like, I'm not good enough to audition for that. I'm not talented enough, especially compared to so-and-so. I should just stop because there's no way that this opportunity will ever be allowed to someone like me. Or I'm not special enough for this person to be loyal to me. How wrong was I? Self-love is a journey, okay? When you get thrown out into the world and it's like, damn, you get exposed to things and people, ideals, and yeah, it gets hard sometimes, and that love that was given to you, it kind of gets ripped away piece by piece, and you kind of have to rebuild that as you grow up into your adult self. We have a guest. Hi. I'll see you later. You gonna be quiet? She's just gonna chill out right here. My final point and what's changed my life for the better is being alone and embracing it. For one reason or another, I found myself in a lot of situations where I was alone, just like kind of mentally, emotionally, just alone. And I feel like the best version of myself was born out of those times. I was able to find happiness in myself first before I threw myself at a person or a situation thinking that that was gonna make me happy. Because it won't. If you don't have a good understanding of yourself and what you need, there is nothing that you can do externally that's gonna fill that inside. Solitude and practicing it and embracing it and loving it, really, it's been crucial for me. Yeah, basically I'm done talking. Yeah, hopefully this helped. Maybe I shared something new with someone who hasn't heard this before, or if you've already been practicing it, I would love to hear about how these things affected your life and what changed. I hope you guys enjoyed watching And yeah, see you later.
I love you.